Hello friends, in this video we are going to see about Java programming. This is the first video, and in this more theoretical part will be there, and later on videos we will see about the programming part. Let's see a small first point regarding Java. Java is a computer programming language which is used as a internet based programming. We can create web application, internet application, mobile application. So with the help of Java we can do all this sort of things. A small history on Java. Java was discovered by James Cosley, and in the year 1990 to 91. So this is a small history regarding Java history, and now we'll see the main objective of Java. The first point regarding Java is a high level language. Java is a high level language. High level language means it is a user understandable. Means a normal person with an English language, having a concept of English language, can easily understand Java. You don't have to know the machine language. So Java is a very user friendly, user understandable. That's why it is called as a high level language. Language programs are constructed from user understandable in English words, just like an English word like in, out, system, print, scanner. So these are the small English words. Using this basic words, we can write this Java programming. That's why it is a high level language. Now we'll see what is a low level language. A low level language is a machine understandable language, are known as low level, which are constructed from binary representation. A high level is in English, whereas a low level is like zeros and ones. It can be only understandable by machine. That's why it is called as a low level language. And Java is not a low level language. Java is a high level language. Now coming to the second point, Java is simple. Now why it is simple? Because all the behaviors and syntaxes carried forward to Java languages are from C and C++. It is just a carry forward of C and C++. You go to Java. Okay, and the best part why it is called as a simple, if they ask you in an interview why it is called as simple, means it does not have pointers. As you know, pointers are used in C language and C++ to know the address of the location. Okay, so address of another variable is known as pointers. So we will mainly represent with this symbol, star symbol, in C language and C++. Now the question arises, why pointers not present in Java? Pointers which record the manual address, which are not preferable for internet application development. Because of this reason, pointers are removed from Java language. Okay, so if you use pointers, it will give you to the address of the variable. And if using this concept, it is not preferable for internet application. So for the development, because of this reason, pointers has been removed from Java language. So that's why it is not supported and it is not preferable in Java for the security reasons. And now we'll see a small block table, the difference between C, C++ and Java. This is C and this is C++, and here is Java. C, we are having data. In C++ also we have data. In Java is also we have data. In C we don't have functions, whereas in C++ we have functions. In Java is also we have functions. The other name for function is known as method also. Okay. In C we have void main. Main is like from where the program is going to get start. In C++ also we have void main. In Java also we have void main. Now we are having, but what is the programming like? You don't have flower brackets in this one, whereas in C++ the data and till functions will come under flower bracket. Okay, and the void main is the from next part it will get started, whereas in Java data, function and void main come under one single flower bracket. Okay, and C doesn't support oops concept. C++ support oops concept, but void main is from different part. It is separated from the data and functions. In Java supported oops concept. Sorry, oops concept. And but the main part comes along with data and function. The other name for function is methods. Okay, in Java we'll call as methods. Now you can say the definition. What is Java? Java class is a collection of data plus functions or methods plus void main. Okay, or you can say add main. So a Java class is a collection of data, function, methods or void main. Fine. Now we will see define methods. A function in Java is executed as part of class. Because of that, we call them as method. A function in Java is executed as part of class, and because of that, we call them as a method. There are so many methods in Java. Slowly, and we will see what are the different kinds of method and how they are related and how they are operated. Now we will go to the next point regarding Java. Java is a system independent language. It is a very important point. System independent language. The application which compiled on the one environment can be executed on any other environment is known as system independent. Like if here environment means architect plus operating system, means like platform. It can be anything, Windows, Linux, Mac, any operating system it will be there. So if you have compiled or you have created a class and you have compiled on Windows, but you can also execute the same class on Linux. So you don't have to be a dependent system. It is independent. You can. That's why it is say write once, use anywhere. Just you have to write once and forget. Okay. So we'll see the here block how it will. First we'll create a file, like small example like ap.java. Then it will get compile. We will see how we can compile. Okay, then it will, once it gets compiled with error free, it will create ap.class. Now you can use this class file anywhere on any environment, on any operating system. It will go to the JVM. This is the source code. We will write in this what, a basic English language. This is a high level language, source code, and the app class will be in the bytecode format, which is only understandable by machine. Okay, compile. What is here compile means? Compile means here checking. Okay, it will check all the syntaxes. If any error is there, any semicolon has been missed, or anything like method is missing, or any spelling mistake is there, if method call is not there. So basically it will check whether the program is error free or not. It won't run the program, it will just compile the program and it will convert into app.class. Fine. Now we will see the definition of bytecode. Bytecode is every instruction of Java program is represented in 8 bits, which is bytecoder. Okay, so that is what we have seen, the definition of system independent. Now we will also see the definition of what is system dependent. What makes it differ from C and C++. Okay, so system dependence, like if any file is there in C and C++, AP file, it will get compiled, and if we get in the form of ap.obj, it will convert from source to bytecode, and then it will convert into ap.exe. But this one is a system dependent, means like the specific limitations will be there. If you fulfill that eligibility, then only the program will run, otherwise it not. Whereas Java is a system independent, there won't be any limitation, you can use it anywhere. The application which is compiled on one environment cannot be executed on another environment are known as system dependent apps. Example, C++. The system independent languages are used to develop network apps. So basically you can say that Java is also a network application, because it is system independent. We are having different types of system, like you can use Mac computer, laptops, desktops, and nowadays mobile phone, tablets. So it's basically a network app to develop. Now we'll see what is the definition of network application. Define network application. The app which accepts both internal and network calls is known as network application. Okay, if you are having one system here, S1, and here having another system, S2, if you get a call from here, network call, and here having app is there. Okay, this is the network call, this is from other system, and in inbuilt also some other call it is making. So from same system and from other system is both is called as an internet and network calls, is known as a network application. Okay, Java is logical connectors, not void connectors. Java is not a standalone application, because if it is a standalone application, it will accept its own system, but it is a network application, it's not a standalone application. Now we'll go to another important feature of Java, that is Java is distributed. Now why it is called a distributed? The logical integration of physical component located distributively on the network is known as distribution system. Now if he has a front end at one side, physical end at another side, and here is the logical layer. Okay, if you once you open gmail.com on your web page, you will see a username and password. This is the front end. Okay, and this is the back end where your data is saved, your password and all thing. Okay, and here is the logical layer. In that first one, app layer will be there and servlets will be there, JDBC will be there. What is JDBC? Means Java database connection. Okay, and here collections will be there, collectors will be there. So once you open this page, it will request here, and from the server it will get back the request. Okay, and once you write username and password, it will validate your response by cross checking it. Okay, so you can say that it is distributed, front end at one side, physical layer at one side, and middle is the logical layer. Okay, that's why it is called as a distributed. And Spring is a framework for web application, and the framework of database is Hibernate. For web application we are going to use Spring, and for JDBC we will say as a Hibernate. Okay, so with this we can say that Java is a distributed. The next important feature of Java is object oriented. Now first we will define what is object. Object is a dissimilar collection of market which is an physical existence in the market. Like for example, apple, orange, salt, table, chair, car, pen. So these are the example of the object which is a physical representation, physical existence in the market. That's why they are all object. Now what is object oriented programming language? The language in which all the actions are performed in the form of object is called object oriented programming language. The language in which all the actions are performed in the form of object is known as a object oriented programming language. Okay, and all the actions take place in the form of objects. It's called as an object oriented programming language, and Java is object oriented programming language, and C++ is also object oriented. But the main difference between them is the Java is a system independent, where C++ is system dependent, and C++ has pointer, whereas Java doesn't have pointers. Now, and the language has to support the following, the object oriented concept. To become one of the object oriented programming language, you have to support object oriented concept. The concepts are A, classes, B, object, C, abstraction, D, encapsulation, E, polymorphism. And F is inheritance. So to become as one object oriented programming language, you have to support the following object oriented concept. These are the 6 object oriented concepts. Now we will define each. Classes. A class is a logical structure which do not have any physical memory. So the first one is classes. But what it is a logical structure which do not have any physical memory. And it is the blueprint of an object. Like for example, there are cars like Maruti 800, Maruti 1000, Maruti Swift. These are the objects. But if you want to find the class, it will name as car with four wheels, one steering. So this car is the class, whereas this one are the objects. With the having one class, we can create many objects. Okay, so that's why it is called car classes as the blueprint of the objects. In later classes, we'll see in detail. The next one is the object. Object like class is not having any physical memory, whereas object is having a physical memory, physical existence of the class. Objects are created, physical memory or physical existence. Objects are created while classes are being executed. Because of this, objects are known as instance of the class. If in an interview they have asked you what is the instance of the class, means objects are created. These are created, okay, whereas classes are being executed. This you can see how you can create it with the new operator. You'll see in future in the case of operators. And classes are being executed. That's why it is called as the objects are known as instance of the classes. Objects are instance of the classes. Okay. Now coming to the third point, abstraction. Abstraction is like hiding the background implementation is known as abstraction. Means like you will enter a username password, but you can't see the backend of what is happening backside. So that is known as abstraction. It's called as a hiding the background implementation. Is known as abstraction. Now the next one is encapsulation. Encapsulation means like binding together into a single component is known as encapsulation. As you can see in a web page, you'll see different links here and here, so they are all binded into one thing. That's why it is called as an encapsulation. So the basic object oriented concept also has encapsulation. It should support. If it doesn't support, then it is not an object oriented programming language. The last second one is polymorphism. Polymorphism is the same thing exhibiting more than one form, is known as polymorphism. Means like you're having created one class and you're executing in different forms. That's why it is called as a polymorphism. Same thing is there, but different forms. Having more than one form, or you can say more than one form, is known as polymorphism. Now the last one of the object oriented concept is inheritance. Inheritance means like extracting the feature from existing class into a new class is known as inheritance. This inheritance comes in the means like relation between the classes. Means like if having one class is there and you want to extracting the same feature into a new existing class, then it is known as an inheritance. Now in the future we will see what are the single inheritance, multiple inheritance, why Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. If it doesn't support multiple inheritance, what we are going to do? We're going to use interface. Okay. So this is the relation between the classes. We use inheritance. Now we'll see an important interview question, and with that one, first class will be over. The interview question is difference between C++ and Java. Okay, so we'll see the difference. What is C++? C++ is system dependent. Sorry, whereas Java is what? System independent. In C++, we can write program without classes. Without classes, we can write program. Whereas in Java, without classes, we cannot write. Without classes, we cannot write any Java program. We cannot even start. In C++, memory is created and destroyed manually by the programs. Here, memory is created. It is created and it is get destroyed. Memory is created and destroyed dynamically here, and here memory is created and destroyed dynamically by JVM. What is JVM? Is Java virtual machine. In the next class, we will see the architect of Java virtual machine. If you understand that concept, then you will understand the working of the Java programming, how the classes get compiled, how it is get executed. The fourth point is C++, we have constructors and destructors, but in Java we have only constructors. There is no destructors. Constructors are the having the same method, same class name. Okay. And the last second point is C++ having 3 access modifier. Now I'll clear this off. In C++ we have 3 access modifier. What is access? Means to access the class. If it is a private, public or protected. The 3 access are private, protected and public. Whereas Java is having 4 access modifier: private, protected, public and default. So in the future class we'll see what are these private access modifier, protected access modifier, public access modifier and default access modifier. The last point is in C++ we have goto statement, but in Java we don't have goto statement. Whereas in C++ it's supported, and in Java we don't have goto statement. If you use goto statement, like if any changes in there in one programming, then in whole programming we have to do these changes. Okay, so with this one we'll conclude the first class, and in the next video we'll see the JVM architect. Okay, if you have any doubts, put on in comments. Please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.